Welcome back. Last year in December, we talked about the prices of RAM, and at the time it felt like a global issue that might cool off. But this January forward off, and here in Kenya, the shortages continue to ravage the streets. Today we are revisiting that conversation and connecting it with maybe the AI issue.
Yeah, sure.
Yesterday I saw you complaining that you couldn't get a PC3.
Okay, here's the thing. Last year I was able to get PC3L. The DDR3L for the laptops, 8 GB was accessible, 4 GB was accessible. Yesterday I was unable to access even a 4 GB. I had to make several calls. I've not yet gotten one up to now, and the prices are also crazy. So it's even hard to tell someone you should expect this at this particular price, because the moment you give the price and you go and you either not get the RAM, or if you find it, the price will be ridiculous. And this has happened within a span of 3 weeks. In fact, the last time when that announcement came through that there's an imminent RAM shortage, the next day we had a shortage in Kenya. So I'm wondering what's going on.
Because I remember in November.
Yeah.
That is when the first time there was an issue that there's going to be RAM shortages here in Kenya.
Yeah.
But since the whole of December, there was a lot of speculation because it was RAM and SSDs, and
Okay.
people thought this is something that is just imekuja itaenda and then we're going. So these are crazy. I looked at the prices of the RAMs in April last year.
2025.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to share these on the screen so that you see the prices. So, for example, Alexa LNS 100, that is a 128 GB 2.5 SATA, was costing around 1,500.
1,500 Kenya shillings.
1,500, 1,500.
Okay.
Okay?
For a 4 GB or an 8?
No, this is an SSD.
Oh,
a
okay.
2.5. So this issue is not only a RAM issue. So it's about also SSDs.
Yeah, it's affecting the SSD and the RAM.
RAMs, yeah.
Okay.
So let's start with the RAM actually. So an 8 GB DDR4 that 200 was going for 2,000. Guess the price right now.
SSD 256.
No. RAM 8 GB DDR4.
8 GB DDR4.
Laptop,
8 GB DDR4. How much was it going for?
2,000.
2,000. That's true. At the moment, it should be 2,500. How
Right
much is
now,
it going for?
That RAM is going for 4,500 shillings.
Really?
That's double the price.
Double that price.
Okay.
A 16 GB DDR5. Now, the DDR4s and the DDR3s are a bit okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you go to DDR5, that is where the shit is. Yeah,
The shit hits the fan.
That's where the shit hits the fan, man.
Yeah.
So that was going for 16 GB DDR5 was going for 5,150.
Yeah, that's true.
Right now, the same RAM is going for 10,900.
Then the question is, why is there like a hike in these prices?
Okay, there are two things that I managed to gather. One is because the companies that are manufacturing the RAM are giving priority to AI companies. So the AI companies come and make bulk order before they can manufacture the RAM. So now they did have a quota where you have a quota for companies, then you have a quota for consumers. So at the moment they have reduced that to just focus on the companies, the AI companies. So there's less and less RAM that's coming to the consumers.
So let's get this straight.
Yeah.
Companies that produce RAM are prioritizing companies B2B.
Yeah.
And the end user consumer, ameacha huko peke yake.
Yeah. So now consumer RAM that we used to get off the shelf are going to shrink because the AI companies are giving pre-order even before they are manufactured. Then there are some companies like the one that really caused a storm late last year. There's a company in the US that said they will no longer produce RAMs for consumers. They'll only be doing RAM production for companies.
So for context, let's say when you mean consumers, every laptop comes with a RAM.
Yeah.
So do a consumer really need a RAM?
Yeah, you do need a RAM. Okay. There are some very powerful machines that you can buy in the market. And at the moment, most brand new desktops or laptops, you'll find that most of them just come with 8 GB memory.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you need the RAM to upgrade, and sometimes the RAMs fail. So you have to replace it.
Yes.
But unless it comes from the factory on the laptop, they not be like, that's like support. They not be supporting their.
Yeah, that one is an issue. But the other problem that we also have in the same thing is that have you seen the latest models that HP, Lenovo, and Dell are producing?
Yeah,
They come with the RAM on the motherboard.
soldered.
Yeah. So the future of RAM upgrade.
Soldered RAM.
So you realize that if the RAM is on the motherboard, thinking about an upgrade is off the window. So you just work with what the brand manufacturer has given you. But the beauty is nowadays they ship laptops that come with 32 GB onboard RAM. Yeah, 32 GB.
You don't have
can
to
get
spec that, like
Okay,
when you're buying.
You can check that, but the problem
Spec,
is
I mean spec.
Yeah.
Because probably it comes with an 8 GB.
Yeah.
But you can get a 16 and a 32.
Yeah.
And what I realized is that the higher companies charge a lot for RAM.
Yeah.
If you're buying from them, but if
Yeah.
you bought a laptop with 8 GB RAM and you upgrade it for yourself, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
But now with soldered, you say you're not going to do that anymore.
Yeah, because I was even thinking I could be a geek. I just open one of those motherboards, I try and solder in, and I realize it's something I can't do. Because what's happening, the way the RAM structure is, what they did is that instead of having that module that you can attach to the motherboard, they just added that part into the motherboard section. So you realize for you to upgrade, maybe you solder out those RAM modules, then you replace them with those tiny ones, and it's very hard. It's like replacing your CPU on the motherboard.
They've actually seen that on I think Apple was the first guys when they did M1.
Yeah.
They soldered everything together, the RAM and the storage, and what happened, the CPU. And what happens is probably the machine gets so much faster.
In terms of performance.
In terms of performance, because everything is right on the motherboard. You don't have to get a RAM from Samsung and storage from WD and the motherboard and the Intel chip.
Yeah.
Now,
so now
all that.
I have a question. What's the impact of the RAM performance? Let's say if you have a RAM done by Samsung, then you have another RAM by some Chinese company that you don't know. Both of them are PC3 or DDR3. Different companies. Do you think there is a difference in performance?
It's good you ask that, because everyone will spec their RAM depending. I think the companies, this is my theory, it's not like whatever is supposed to be. When Lenovo do order RAMs from Samsung,
yeah,
they have to give them their spec. They tell them, I want this my RAM to be this, have this speed, because you see, like there are laptops that can do a certain speed of RAM, and they cannot use other types of speeds.
Yeah. So let's say the speed is consistent, but the brand is different. You have Kingston and you have Samsung. Both of them, let's say 266V. They are compatible, but do you think it can hit the performance?
Yeah, it does hit the performance.
Okay.
Yeah, some RAMs are faster actually than others. Yeah, it depends on how well integrated it is on your laptop, and some of them actually do perform better with some laptops. I've had fun thing I saw is some people are now actually taking around. There's an extender for a desktop.
Okay.
That you put on the laptop RAM, and it is used on a desktop.
Wait, how does that work? How is it? Do you connect by USB or how does it work?
It's like an adapter. You see, like the RAM stick, the normal RAM stick of a desktop.
Yeah.
So it has a slot at the top that you can plug in the laptop RAM.
Oh, okay.
But now you're going to have performance issues. Like you cannot run the full speed of that RAM, because the laptop spec is not the same as a desktop spec.
But does that mean now if your desktop is using a DDR3, you can get a DDR5 module?
No, it has to be a DDR3, I guess. I think so. But I have seen those adapters somewhere on the internet, and they are crazy. People are trying crazy things out here. I saw one person do this. They found a laptop, like the wife was using a 32 GB laptop RAM, but this guy already knows that my wife doesn't really need a 32 GB. Yeah, plug that up, put in a 4 GB in there, and then my working station man. If you're doing a build right now, imagine if you're doing a build like a custom PC, and then you would spec all your stuff, but you get to the RAM, and the price is $1 billion.
The price is crazy.
And then if you have a laptop running around, you can go plug those and buy that adapter.
So what do these AI companies want with their RAM and SSDs?
So
Where are they using them? Are they using them on devices or they're using them in massive data centers?
So what I saw these about graphics cards. Yeah,
Yeah.
graphics cards are useless without RAMs.
So what do the AI companies use the graphics card for?
They're just processing these all these AI that you guys are using. You're calling your assistants the other day. Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy was calling you're an assistant.
My assistant.
Your assistant.
Yeah.
Your
Super
assistant.
assistant.
A super assistant.
Yeah.
The super assistant needs a lot of processing power.
Okay.
And I think that is where the GPUs shine in processing, because they're able to do. If you have a machine that has an NVIDIA GPU and one that has only an Intel, maybe XR graphics, the GPU performs way better. So that combining with the fact that now when you want to mine data, like what is happening behind the AI?
Basically, it is given access to, let's say, something like a data lake, a lot and lots and lots of data. So when you ask a question, it has to filter out, then come up with a response that is tailored to your question. So for it to come up with this response, it has to sift through all this data that is at its disposal, then give you an appropriate result. And now you see there are millions and millions of people sending these questions
each minute.
every second.
Not even a minute, yeah?
Actually, some of these AI tools, I mean, GPT or Grok, sometimes you're trying to use them and they tell you, currently, especially if you're not using a premium account, they'll tell you, you come back later.
The response will take longer.
It takes longer or it doesn't. I mean, the tool itself tells you that we're experiencing overusage of GPT. Try later. Only if you're not using a premium account.
Because like the free version gives you like 4 prompts for deep research and like exploring that, and then from there you have to wait until the next day. So it makes a lot of sense. You see, powerful machines use GPUs to perform better. So instead of using the Intel to do all that processing, which now is you have to use a lot of Intels. So you just use the GPUs. A GPU is like I think from my perspective, I think because a GPU is faster than a CPU, but both need RAM.
Okay.
Makes sense?
But now there are these devices that NVIDIA launched. I saw they are launching special graphics. Is it special graphics cards designed to support AI? There is one that they delivered for Tesla on special request. So I think those ones are used within the data centers, the AI data centers, like the one that I think OpenAI has one. Facebook has another data center that they had. It was somewhere called Stargate. I think it's called Stargate. Have you heard of Stargate project where they have a massive data center and the guys around were complaining about the water consumption?
It brought water shortage.
It brought water shortage in the US.
Just cooling the...
the guys were saying you have to choose whether you want your answers done or you want to shower. You want to drink water or you want answers. So one of the problems that was a major problem. And Elon Musk was thinking, there's a proposal he presented, I think I'd mentioned it earlier, where he's saying instead of, he could employ the Tesla vehicles, since they're already driverless, they can have their AI processing because they have very strong AI processing engine behind them. So anytime somebody parks their Tesla, then Tesla can tap into that network. As long as that specific GPU being used in the driverless aspect has been registered in the Tesla network, anytime the car is idle, it will be tapped into and it will be used for AI processing. So what he was thinking is, in future now, these Tesla owners, when these Teslas are parked, actually he was saying his factory was going to be a massive data center because all the vehicles there will be tapping into the network, the Tesla network, to do AI processing. So I thought it was a smart idea and also an extra way of earning income, in that you can have a scenario where if your GPU has been used to solve some AI questions, then you can be rewarded in maybe some crypto coins.
That's exactly what happens with mining. Of crypto, like you gather force, different machines gather force, and so depending on how much energy your contribution was, you get a piece of the pie.
So it will be some sort of a passive income. You have your Tesla packed unaangalia account. By the time you're done eating, let me pay. ukishiwa na mafuta unapack kidogo. Oh, by the way.
Yeah. So those GPUs, do they have like RAM inside them? Like how are they built?
Honestly, I don't have a lot of info, but I just know there are special ones that NVIDIA has designed for these AI companies. Yeah, that they are using for data processing. So they are buying them in bulk.
Yeah, if Tesla is like making an order of maybe 1,000, 100,000 of them, and they are paying probably top dollar.
Yeah.
And then you're asking for 4GB PC3, yeah?
And your market is not sure. They cannot produce if they're not sure of the consumption, and they already have a ready demand that has come even before they manufactured it. But now there is another aspect. Trump has been complaining a lot about the rare earth. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. Rare earth. China is holding on rare earth. They were demanding for them to sell to the rest of the world, because China, I think they had a policy where they wanted to reduce the export of rare earth. And actually, I think it's part of what advised America to have a deal with the DRC to broker the peace deal between DRC and Congo. In exchange, actually, they were talking about Trump was so blatant with it, saying we'll have access to the rare earth. Yeah. So I think rare earth is also being used a lot in manufacturing smartphones and also components in doing these GPUs.
Companies like TSMC, without
Congo,
you cannot do semiconductor manufacturing if you don't have rare earth.
Yeah.
It's the most important raw material that goes in.
Yeah, so does that mean that if they have shortage or access to this rare earth, they'll be producing less and less, or the rare earth is already there in abundance?
Of course, these things, minerals are not.
I think they also had a deal with Ukraine because of rare earth.
US took that.
Yeah.
US took that. They said there is a lot of stuff buried there. And it's the risk. I love Trump, man.
Yeah.
I love Trump. Now, about these RAMs, do you think this is going to go away?
This crisis.
Because from where I see, these AI models it's like they are just getting started. I was searching for something on eBay, and I saw eBay have AI integrated on their website now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How does it work?
So on eBay, if you search for a product and you want it, you still have to, especially eBay, they sell XUK products, most of them.
Yeah.
And they will put a description, and if you want to analyze the seller or the product, just tell the AI, you prompt it, tell it, look at this product, tell me if it's a good buy or not. Or if I buy it, do I have to do some repairs, depending on the description.
So what does that mean to the future of our Kenyan scammers?
Yeah,
we've had guys selling stuff on eBay at the comfort of their home somewhere in Kenya, and nothing is delivered.
People sell stuff on eBay here.
Yeah. I have a friend who sells art on eBay.
He delivers. Does he deliver?
It's hard. I think it's hard.
The question is, does he deliver?
No, of art is that you just sell them like super expensively.
Okay.
So it even covers the shipping cost and all that kind of thing, but it's super expensive. He did a flower with keyboards. The keyboard thing.
Yeah.
You remove those keys.
Yeah.
Then he made a flower with it, and it was going for like $2,000.
It's a good idea, but you cannot. I don't think you can scam people for a long time on eBay because of the reviews. You can also tell the AI to look at the reviews of that seller, because that is one of the due diligence you have to do when you're buying something on eBay.
What if you make fake reviews?
You can make, but you cannot probably do 100 of them.
You'll be rich already, man. You're selling stuff at $2,000 each.
You can.
And you have 10 orders within a span of 1 week.
And then all those people like give positive.
That's count. Then you create another account.
But there's also the escrow account on eBay.
Okay.
They do a holding of the money before.
So you don't get the money instantly?
No, you don't get the money. I don't think so. I don't know how it works, but I don't think that you get the money instantly. You have to ship the product probably, and then if I have an issue with the product, I can go to eBay and raise an issue with them and tell them this guy scammed me.
So you don't get the money before the product has reached.
That's why they have a 7-day return policy or whatever return policy. It's like in 7 days you can actually return the product because we still have your money.
Yeah.
We can refund you the money.
Yeah. And there's the sellers also.
But because there is a product we bought, I think I bought on eBay. It was some It was a GPU for a certain monitor. Remember the one we were scouting for?
Yeah.
We could not find it in the country. So we looked for it on eBay. We were able to access it. I think we made the order, but it took 2 weeks to get to us. So what happens to the 7-day refund policy?
Yeah? Was it a GPU or the motherboard?
Yeah, it was actually the motherboard.
A motherboard,
yeah, for a monitor.
TFT monitor.
Yeah.
Motherboard.
Yeah.
How long did it take?
It took 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they assume that you're not selling. Most buyers, like, that is premium for the US.
Okay.
Like if you're buying that stuff in the US. But what I also think is that they could probably be holding your money for, like in Jumia. When you sell stuff on Jumia, you have to wait for a whole week, or you're paid at the end of the month, or your earnings for that month. So if you are really, if you're just a good seller who is doing their business, you will not have a problem. But if you're a scammer, you will want that money immediately. Yeah, and they tell you don't contact the buyer and buy it outside the platform, and then come claim that I got the product on
after you have been conquered.
Yeah, they must have put a lot of stuff. So the AI in...
So it's filtering, giving you the best option.
The best option, you can tell it to look at the reviews, and so it's a lot of work that you have to normally do as a buyer.
Okay.
There's a question that you asked, which I don't know if you guys have thought about it. The idea of, we are having more and more of AI. Does that mean that we will have less and less rare earth, less and less?
Exactly.
That is where we are heading to, because now this AI, if eBay is doing it, I bet you sure Jumia is going to do it very soon. GG is going to do it. So everyone is...
Yeah, and nowadays you open your laptop, Windows 11, you have Copilot in everything, your email. You go to your WhatsApp. WhatsApp has some is it called Llama Chat or something? There's some chat. Meta AI is already there.
You can even write a happy birthday message to your girlfriend, by the way. Nice one. I just tell her it's Nani's birthday. Write a message.
Can you program?
It seems like you've tried that, eh?
I mean, I have used it. But not for that particular...
Okay.
Can you tell it to send it on all the birthdays, so I don't have to remember my wife's birthday all the time?
But how will it get the data of the different birthdays?
Yeah. So just give it the data.
Okay.
No, it would be easier to give your calendar the data, and then your calendar reminds you. Once it reminds you, I mean, I am seeing a future in which everything will just...
Even the calendar will it will have its own AI.
Yeah. At the moment, it's utilizing AI.
The Google, which calendar?
The Google calendars. Because nowadays people do their schedule through the calendar. Let's say you want to have a meeting with Thomas here. He'll just share with you the calendar. Then you choose a date. So one way of making the calendar smarter, it can remind him that, somebody so and so, you have a meeting at this time. Will you be available? It can remind you also. Actually
makes a lot of sense, because when you look at Google, it's the center of so many apps.
Yeah.
And they're actually the leading. They have Gemini, and they can incorporate that on all their platforms. And most people use a lot Google Workspace, Google Calendar, Google Drive, Gmail.
That's like 90% of guys around utilize them. It's like everyone has a Gmail.
So this RAM thing is not going to go away anytime
soon. But there is a proposal that Elon Musk had put up. I don't know what you guys think about it. He did a tweet. He was saying he's thinking of having massive data centers in Mars.
Right now, they are launching data centers in space, because they have noticed, first of all, like, data centers consume a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Then we're running out of energy. Yet in space there is free energy. The sun is there 24/7. You just have massive panels. There are lots of companies that are doing that in the pilot stage right now. But the idea of, I don't know, one day us running out of RAM, I don't think that's going to come, because what happens when a technology comes in is that people start getting ingenious ways of doing it cheaply. That's what DeepSeek did.
Yeah.
What ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity is doing with billions of dollars, they're doing with a tenth of that. So then you realize, okay, the fight is not actually about the components, it's about how the thing is thinking. How does it make decisions? The person who hacks that, you need very little RAM, but your machine is much more intelligent. That's what I think.
What about China?
What with China?
China has always come up with ways of
ingenious way of solving this problem.
I mean, that's why BYD surpassed Tesla in the sales of motor vehicles.
There has to be some
RAM.
RAMs.
They find a cheaper way of doing what you guys are doing.
I think there'll be some
they
RAMs
produce
very
faster.
soon called.
Precisely.
There'll be some RAMs called Ching Chong very soon. Or they could probably even be here.
But you know, they're the center of manufacturing. By the way, they'll solve that problem. Because when the US companies are like, you know what, we are not shipping to consumers, there's somebody in China scratching their head.
China will come through.
Yeah, in Shenzhen.
China will come through. I think, guys, you don't have to worry about RAM. I think China will come through.
but now what happens now that our RAMs are locked in the machine? You'll be buying another motherboard every time you want an upgrade, especially for hobbyists. For somebody like me, I may get, let's say, a 16 GB laptop, but I would want higher speeds. I can go grab a DDR5 32 GB, put it there. I have more RAM if I'm processing a lot of stuff. But now when these manufacturers are locking us, you see there'll be no upgrade. I'll just be spending a lot of money to buy a whole new machine. Is it a way of forcing us into buying the next model, or what's the idea behind this?
What I think is, as we continue to develop, these things have to be integrated. Like the way Apple did the M1 chip.